What is going on, folks? Welcome to episode 28 of Analog Allies. I'm RGT, joined as always by Brett. Brett, how we doing?
Doing good. About to post this stream on the Facebook.
We got some channel members in the building. Jazzman, Brandon, DC Fat Cat, Pickle Rick. Good to see y'all. Brian, Superman, oh man. Good to see all of y'all.
Familiar
Quite
faces.
a few things to talk about this week, which is always good. I do want to start off by kind of explaining last week. Obviously, we had a lot of people coming in here telling me about Billy's passing, and I didn't really react to it. The reason I did not react to it was because I was already aware of what was happening, and that information was not supposed to be out there. So I was having to tell people that the information was out there and stuff like that. I had already recorded my video because I had known you know when it happened and stuff like that. Basically, it was just a situation where that information wasn't supposed to get out there, so I didn't really know what I was supposed to do in that time frame. So that's kind of why it was a bit of a strange reaction. But got a lot of stuff to talk about today. State of play, so long Gay Bowser, a lot of stuff.
So long, Gay Bowser.
What do you want to start off with? State of play?
Yeah.
All right. So we had a state of play this week. Streets didn't really seem to love it. I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than a lot of PlayStation people did, which is kind of strange. But start off with Saros. It looks like Returnal. I think it looks good. It does look like they've adjusted some things, the death situation, because you can like respawn. I think that might have been due to feedback on the original Returnal. I don't know. Does look very similar. Obviously, a different landscape, a different character and stuff like that. But honestly, it looked more appealing to me than Returnal did. What did you think of it?
I think it looks good, but again, the roguelite elements, or whatever it is, and that scares me. I'm not into that genre at all, and that's why I stopped playing Returnal, even though I genuinely loved the gameplay so much, but I don't have the patience for that type of game. So that screwed me.
I'm kind of similar, honestly. I'm not the biggest.
I love Housemarque. That dev has made so many great games, and I was really looking forward to Returnal. Sorry, I just interrupted you.
No, you're fine. No, because that's why I never played Returnal. Excuse me, because it was a roguelike, and I am not. I just they frustrate me. Like, I know it's a me problem. It's kind of like me and Souls games, but like, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the loop. But I like the aesthetic of it. I like, how everything looks. I kind of like the bullet hell elements to it as well, because kind of reminds me of, bullet hell shooters and stuff like that. I think graphically it looks like a step up for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of particle effects going on.
And they show off, like, at the end of the trailer, they show off some different environments. I might have missed it. Yeah, I think I did. It comes out in March, though, so not a super long wait for Saros. So, yeah, cool stuff. I didn't understand this game. Zero Parade for Dead. Is it a card game?
I don't know. Isn't this from someone who made that other game that was really popular?
It looks like Disco Elysium.
Oh yeah, like the top-down nature of it.
Like,
I watched your
cards,
video.
right?
Maybe I watched your video and thought that it was one of those people, because that studio basically disbanded completely. Lots of people left.
But I thought Disco Elysium. Derek Clay, Jesus. I thought Disco Elysium was very popular and successful.
It was, but that studio had apparently a lot
of
drama behind the scenes.
What's going on with that? I don't like that. What is it?
Didn't that
This.
studio?
What is this? What are we doing
Yeah.
here? I don't like that. Just let me play the game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, what are you gonna do? Not everything's for everyone. Next up was Flight Simulator 2024. Yeah, hitting the skies and
Oh, on PS5, yeah.
man, on PS5. You're looking forward to that?
No, I can play it on Game Pass, and I did not like this one as much as the other one because most of it is streaming, and it didn't work very well for me, even though I had
Yes.
really good internet wired.
Yeah. Yes, I was the same as well. In the little bit that I played it, and I was like, okay, this stinks. But they did say that there is PSVR 2 potential support
Oh,
coming in. So that could be interesting, you know. I'm not going to spend money on it.
Yeah.
Battlefield 6. What'd you think of this?
I played the beta and I liked it, but I'm not going to play it again until it's on Game Pass, which is usually 6 months after launch for all EA games, right?
Yeah, it depends. I don't know. I liked the beta, but I didn't love the beta. And I thought I was going to love the beta. It just felt Call of Duty-ish with a Battlefield skin.
For me, it didn't, because I played Call of Duty, it didn't feel Call of Duty enough for me. So it felt a little more stiff, not as mechanically strong as Call of Duty, but when it comes to the presentation, it was out of this world good. So
I just thought the destructible elements, they weren't as impressive to me as in previous Battlefield games like Bad Company and
I thought they
like
were
that.
awesome.
It felt very limited though, you know? It felt like only certain things could be destroyed.
And yeah, I guess I didn't notice.
I was kind of hoping for a bit more. This was a surprise. The girl dyed her hair. She used to be blonde.
The biggest surprise of the showcase.
This is getting shit on online. Deus Ex Remastered. Because of Spire.
Yeah.
I am still hopeful for this. I think the first game is awesome. I don't think it looks terrible. Like, people are like, oh, it looks terrible. I don't think it looks terrible. It looks terrible. A little different. As long as the core game is still there and like you can play with better looking graphics and stuff, like, and you know, this will probably be a multi-plat release and stuff like that. As long as they don't butcher the source game, like, why not?
It would be cool if they also included the original art for the game that you could just play up-resed along with their version.
What do you think? What do you think this is? Digital Eclipse?
Yeah.
Where's the support, guys?
Where's the support, guys?
Comcast is a detractor. He couldn't stream yesterday because Comcast was doing like some upgrades in his area, and dude, he's crazy. Yeah, he got a new haircut. I think Deus Ex Remastered looks good, and I will be purchasing it. Here, this might have been my number 2 game of the show. And you know,
Sean, you would know this, but because I didn't look into it yet. Is this the same dev behind any of the previous games like this?
Yes, it is Ilphonic.
Dude, from Friday the 13th?
Yes, Ilphonic.
Okay.
Look at the characters.
They look the same.
Exactly. This is exactly what I want. Friday the 13th, Part 2.
Hopefully this one doesn't get its license pulled. And like, how long did it take for that to happen? Like 2 years or something?
It took like no time at all. They couldn't do anything with it. But like, I think they've learned their lesson and they're gonna, you know, do a bunch of stuff. But like this literally looks like Friday the 13th. Like, replace the people with the people that were in the original game. What's up, T-Belly? Long time no see, man. You replace these houses with cabins and shit like that. I am so stoked for this game. Like, I will be. This is day one because it's exactly what I wanted. It's Friday the 13th kind of reborn. It's not Predator. It's not Killer Clowns and stuff like that.
Get 2 codes for this if I don't get one, so that we can play together.
Codes? You think I get codes? Hey, everyone hates me, dude. I gotta buy shit.
You get codes. If it's on Keymailer, we'll get it.
This man is straight out of Friday the 13th.
Literally.
Straight out of Friday the 13th. I played as that man. But yeah,
Sure
this
looks-
you gotta call. You gotta call the police. Like, bro, cannot wait for this game. Look, he hit him with the bat and shit, dude. It's awesome. The gun to knock him down. I just hope that they got a lot of maps and they got a lot of fun stuff to do. But this was awesome. This part was not awesome though. I didn't mean to double click it. A year? I gotta wait a year? I don't want to wait a year. That's a long time.
Dude, a lot of stuff I was like, damn, that's so far out. Like, we'll get to it, but the last game that was shown, wasn't it fall next year?
Yeah. But I mean that's
Sucks.
PlayStation. Do you know what Last Epoch is? They were acting like
It's a very popular PC game.
okay, there we go. I figured it was PC or mobile. I don't care.
I mean, I think it's PC. It could be mobile, but I think it's PC.
This looked like an OJ game, young female character, anime art style.
Don't worry, she's 3,000 years old.
Right. She's a 3,000-year-old dragon who looks 10. No, thank you. This looks cool. I still haven't bought it. Yeah, I still haven't bought the game yet.
I'm going to buy this sooner or later. I'm just waiting for a sale.
I thought I was going to be doing a sponsor spot with them, but evidently they went with other people, so that's okay.
That's lame.
But looks good. People seem to love it. So that's cool. Neo 3. Have you ever played a Neo game?
No. I mean, I did play like a little bit of the first one on PlayStation Plus, but I didn't like it. I'll be right back.
Okay. I've never played a Neo game, so I don't really know. All I do know is Koei Tecmo has been very busy lately. They're doing Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. They're doing this game, and they're doing Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete, which I actually quite like the presentation for this, how they showed like the original shit here versus how it looks now. I think that's very clever, and I think more companies should actually do that. I think that's good marketing to kind of show you the leap, because a lot of times, with games like these, you have nostalgia glasses on and shit. So you're like, oh, well, I remember it looked great. And then you actually see it and it looks like, it doesn't quite hold up, I guess you would say. Like, that's not exactly visually appealing. Now, I'm assuming this is it a PS1 game? Like, I don't remember a Dynasty Warriors on the PS1, but it looks like this was a Japanese game. I don't know. It has to be PS2, right? I always dabbled in these, but I never like played them hardcore because I just liked. Oh, it was PS2. Okay. I always liked how many like characters were on screen. I always think that's such a cool thing. That's why I like Dragon Force on the Saturn is so cool, because how many sprites there are on the screen at once. But I don't know. This, it looks interesting enough. And like look at all these people, dude. And you can just mow them down. That's awesome. Code Vein 2. I didn't hate this.
I didn't play the first one.
I didn't play the first one either, but I didn't hate this. Like, you got the little 12-year-old, 100-year-old dragon girl. But like I like the environments. It kind of looks soulsy, so I probably won't play it, but it looks all right. Ivalice Chronicles. I don't understand why they did this part. What the fuck was this game, dude? So what is Let It Die? Because obviously this is a sequel.
Yeah, this used to be Grasshopper that made these games. Now it's a different dev, right?
No, that was Grasshopper. Those people were Grasshopper people.
I thought a new studio was making the game, though.
What does it say right there, Brett?
I know, but I think they're just overseeing it. Hang on. Which one is this?
This is Let It Die Inferno. Yes, this game looks extremely blurry.
Super Trick Games.
Is Grasshopper publishing it? Is Grasshopper publishing it?
It says the studio was formed from the development team of the original Let It Die after a split from Grasshopper Manufacturer, which was acquired by Gung Ho.
So why the fuck does it say Grasshopper Manufacturing there?
That's weird. Maybe they still own some rights to the IP or something.
Maybe they own the crazy skeleton man.
Yeah.
They own this guy. They own his
But yeah, I
wife.
did hear that this is a whole new studio, so I don't know.
It looks like shit, honestly.
Grasshopper's new game looks awesome.
This looks like a Switch 1 game, so you might want to clean that up. That's not true. I was just praising Soros. Chronoscript, The Endless End. I didn't like the art style.
This was the only other game that I was intrigued by besides the final game.
I need more colors. I would like more colors.
So cool though, with the spill of the ink and you travel up and down and whatnot.
I need more colors, man.
We already got too many colors. Let's go back to the pea green of the 360 era.
Okay. I think this game is something's weird about Crimson Desert.
I'm curious if this is going to be like the best game of all time or one of the biggest gaming disappointments ever.
That's
like it could go either way.
That's what I'm thinking with this. Like something just feels a little bit off with this game. Like this, it almost looks like too good, you know? Like something you're hiding something. What are you hiding from me? Because if you think about it, where's the gameplay? This comes out in March.
They actually have done lots of actual gameplay, like extended, but it was like when it was in what's it called? Like pre-alpha and stuff like that.
Like if this is all in-game gameplay,
it looks freaking awesome.
Yeah. I don't know.
It just looks too good to be true, like you said.
Right. Like
and look at that. Like there's so much going on in this game. You can literally ride on the dragons.
Yeah. And what the fuck is this thing?
Ride on a robot.
Fucking Big Daddy from BioShock.
It's got like Xenoblade Chronicles X elements apparently.
I don't know. I'm keeping a cautious eye towards it because it does look really cool, but I still feel like I don't know. Something just feels a little bit off. Now, here's where things get awesome. Fucking PlayStation speakers.
Oh, yeah. This was the highlight of the show, dude.
Like, and look at how much time it got. It got like a lot of time here.
Oh, my God.
Comparative to like it got more time than the Evil East, got more time than Halloween, got more time than Deus Ex. They really want you to buy these speakers.
They love their hardware. They keep making it. With the headsets and the controller, everything.
I have no interest in it.
There's that as well. I forgot. Oh yeah, didn't they say you could like connect it to your portal? Like
yeah, you can connect it to anything. It's got Bluetooth and shit. I don't know.
If I'm playing my Portal, I want the sound to come from right in front of me and not like somewhere else in the room.
Or the headphones.
Yeah, or headphones.
That you stick in. Last of Us Day is it's today. Happy Last of Us Day. To all those who celebrate. Not me.
I love The Last of Us 1.
This is nice. Soul Calibur 3 coming to
I was very happy about this because
PlayStation Plus. It's a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah, I recently downloaded Soul Calibur 3 on my ROG illegally, and it surprisingly did not run well. And I was like, why is this not running well? Like every other PS2 game does, but that one didn't, so I'm definitely playing this on PS5.
Here was a good announcement. Where's Tizen or whatever the fuck his name was? Gran Turismo 7 Spec 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be getting this on day one. I've been looking forward to more content for this game. I haven't gotten many of the new car packs because I've been looking for new tracks. And granted, it's only 2 new tracks, but this will give me a reason to bust out the steering wheel, maybe even the PSVR 2.
I've heard that's like the best game for PSVR.
Dude, it's freaky. Like it's very freaky because it's like you're in an actual car.
That's awesome. You said you had a wheel?
Yeah, you could see it behind me. Oh no, you can't. I moved it. I have a seat and a wheel.
I tried zooming up. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I think I moved it. But yeah, this looks awesome. It's been a minute since I've played this game. Is it all free? Well, yeah, Spec 3 is not going to be free though, right? Yeah, but essentially what I'm saying, Stefan, is I just haven't played it in a long time. Like, I played it for a long time. It's by far my most played PlayStation 5 game. I played it for a while, and then I was like, okay, I feel like I've done what I wanted to do. Like, I did all the events and shit like that. Okay, cool. So free, yeah. I am looking forward to this. God of War 20th anniversary. They said go fuck yourself.
No 2D Metroidvania, like everyone thought.
They said, you want a game? You want a game? No. How about a controller, pal?
I thought this was going to lead into the game announcement, so I was like pretty excited.
Well, yeah, everyone did. What are you, Metal Jesus, Sam 3? You want to drive the VW Golf? He loves his VW Golf. And then here was the star of the show. This game looks so fucking good. We're going to watch the whole thing. Yes. This looks so good. Like, exactly what because let's be real. You thought they were gonna pussify it, didn't you?
Well, no, because everything leaked. But before everything leaked, yeah, I thought they were gonna pussify it.
No, even when it leaked, I still thought,
dude, when it leaked, you still saw all the dismemberment and everything.
Yeah,
did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I did. But there's always a chance that they could be like, this is a little too much. No, this looks
They're going all out.
Look at this. Like, fuck you, and
Ooh,
fuck
yes.
you. Like, this looks so awesome. I love the different costumes, like Canadian cowboy.
I hope you can change it throughout, because I kind of just want to be Canadian cowboy the whole time.
No, I want yellow suit. A lot of people said that there wasn't like gameplay in here. I mean, there clearly is. Like,
I mean, we know how Insomniac works, though. They do those little like press 2 buttons and then watch a cinematic for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
that's gameplay, right?
That's
there.
gameplay. That's gameplay.
That's gameplay.
That's probably your best look, but like, that's gameplay.
That's
there.
Technically,
yeah. I mean, clearly it is gameplay here.
Kinda. Let's be real. It's kinda gameplay.
Well, this is probably a cutscene.
That is, yeah.
But yeah, this blew me the fuck away. I loved how violent it was, almost like Mortal Kombat levels of violence.
Yeah, I'm sure this is just scratching the surface too.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those games. There's a chilled Canadian, not to be confused with Canadian cowboy.
I liked that one. I like that one a lot. Chillin' Canadian.
I like the yellow suit. I do wonder if they'll have the or reddish brown and yellow suit as well.
I hope so.
From like X-Men Arcade. I'm sure they'll have a bunch of different suits, but like this looks yes. And then they did kind of behind the claws, essentially showing off shit.
Yeah. It is like, it's still like, even though it's Wolverine, it makes sense. It still feels surprising that such a massive popular IP like X-Men / Wolverine is going so brutal, because we don't really see that all that much.
Well, there was that one Wolverine game that came out on the 360 and PS3. That was pretty fucking long dope. But I mean, that was a violent ass game
for sure. What's funny is the movie was based on was rated PG-13, and then the game was like super violent, which was awesome.
I'm sure you could skip the dialogue. I mean,
why would you want to skip? Oh, the dialogue with the people? I thought he meant like in the game.
Oh no, I think he meant in the game.
I would hope he wouldn't want to. Insomniac generally tells really good stories.
Spider-Man
1 was amazing.
Spider-Man 1, I liked Miles Morales. I liked Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2.
Resistance was really cool, especially 3.
There was some stuff that I was like, okay, let's move this along here. But this was the state of play presentation. So out of this, Soros interests me. I don't know if it's day one. Deus Ex, I will pick up. Halloween, I will pick up. And Gran Turismo, yes, 100%. And Wolverine. And really, Wolverine's not till fall 2026, but this is kind of the new PlayStation. And we could sit here and complain why do they do 1 to 2 games a year? I don't see it necessarily changing. I think this is just how PlayStation is going forward in the future, and
they're not gonna change anytime soon. They're completely content. They're at the top right now in terms of
it just announced
powerful
like
consoles, and
the PlayStation 5 is the most profitable, or generated the most revenue, which, I mean, obviously it's the most expensive system, but that's stayed at a high price point, unlike the PlayStation 3. Accessories are expensive, games are expensive, so it does make sense. But overall, I was, a lot of these state of plays kind of put me to sleep, because I'm just not interested in some of the games. But there was a lot of shit for me here, and I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't care for much except a few little things in the middle, but Wolverine definitely saved the day for me because I love Insomniac. I love the Spider-Man games. So I'm super excited.
It does make you wonder, though, what happened to Venom?
Apparently that's still happening.
But why wouldn't Venom come out before Wolverine? Because Venom's supposed to be a side piece to Spider-Man 2, right?
You never know. Like, what if it comes out in spring of next year and then Wolverine's late fall, like December?
They would have talked about it at this. Think about
it. Sometimes it's weird, though. Like, sometimes they'll announce games after another game, and the second announcement will still come out beforehand.
I guess. Yeah, that was the state of play. Overall, not too bad. All things considered. Before we move into Solange Bowser, I do want to
talk about Forza Horizon 6 in Japan.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so hyped about that.
I'm surprised they pulled it off.
Yeah, it's like they actually had the foresight to understand that that was where everyone wanted them to go with the series, and the game is coming out next year, and that is freaking awesome. It's in Japan. It's actually happening. So I could not be more excited. I love the Forza Horizon series. It's like, I always call it not a racing game. I call it a joy simulator because it's just literally pure joy. The visuals are always insane. The world is always fun to be in. Like the shit they have you doing with all the different races and stuff in the open world. It's just all a joy. So I call it a joy simulator instead of a racing game. Here's the thing, Sean. I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy, but I truly feel like this is like the one series that's a racing game for non-racing game fans. They just got to give it a chance. And a lot of people that I know have, and they're like, yeah, you're right. I freaking love that game. So, I don't know. Don't give me that. Don't give me that picture.
No, I do enjoy Forza Horizon. I am really looking forward to that game being in Japan. I think that's going to be super awesome. They didn't show anything. They just pretty much announced it. So, but also in racing game news, Tokyo Extreme Racer was announced to be coming to the PlayStation 5 as well at Tokyo Game Show. So
Pickle Rick, that's what I'm saying. He says, I'm not a racing game fan, so it's not for me. I'm telling you, give it a shot. Try Forza Horizon 5. It's on Game Pass.
Griff, unfortunately, there's a video going up tomorrow. So let's get some support going for this stream because I wasted $50 fucking on that game. And yes, it was a waste. But Tokyo Extreme Racer, definitely looking forward to that coming to PlayStation 5. Very, very cool. Well, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, is that already on Xbox?
Tokyo Extreme Racer? No. It's only on Steam right now.
Okay. I thought I saw some type of Tokyo game on Xbox.
There's a video. There's a video going up tomorrow about NBA Bounce. That's what I decided to play over Silent Hill F and Sonic because I needed to commit to a sponsor and they wanted to know exactly what the video was. And I just skimmed through a list and I was like, well, I mean, it's an NBA game, but yeah, it's something. Also at Tokyo Game Show was Resident Evil 9 Switch 2 edition. Did you see this footage?
I did not. Wait, I might have saw it like while scrolling a little bit, but I did hear about it. I heard it looks like almost you can barely tell the difference between the Switch version and everything else.
This is in handheld mode, 60 frames. Like, yeah, the hair needs to be cleaned up a little bit. That's kind of a thing that
60 frames is crazy. That's
Crazy,
awesome.
dude. Look at the environments look good, and once again, this is in handheld mode. They got the chase with the creature in here. Check out the full video if you haven't yet. I'm not going to be like Nintendo Prime and rip the whole video and talk over like he did today. Like, what the fuck, man? But like, yeah, dude, like this shit looks good. Like, I am not. This isn't an NBA 2K situation where I'm like, a lot of Switch games have the hair issue. Mortal Kombat had the hair issue too. I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping they can iron it out.
Dude, I'm telling you. Sorry, go ahead.
But no, this looks like fire. Like you're not getting a like a shitty version.
Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna become more normal because in terms of parity between the Series S and the Switch 2, they're not that different. And I feel like once more dev kits get out there, once these developers have more time with the Switch 2 hardware, more games are going to look really close to like their big brother console versions.
It kind of just depends on engines too. Like, look at that, dude. Look at that camera movement. Like, you could tell right off the jump that's not 30. Like,
yeah,
that is ridiculously smooth. And once again, that's in handheld mode. So, you know, who knows? You know, dock mode will obviously look a bit better, but you got that might be ray tracing. I'm not 100% sure, but when I look at that lighting, which she walks in just a second here,
the shadows and the smoke look really good.
Yeah, like there's some good shit going on here, dude. And that's once again, that's handheld mode. So I'll put a link in the chat here to the whole video. Oops, hitting the wrong buttons here. Check that out. I'm very curious to see how 7 and 8 run. I mean, I'm not buying 8 because I didn't really love 8. The 7 was fire.
Fucking loved 8. 8's better than 7.
No, it's not.
Third person mode 8 is better than 7.
DC Fat Cat with a $2 donation. No rest until Initial D comes back to consoles. Thank you, DC Fat Cat, for the support. Yeah, Initial D. I don't know. Do they still do like new shit with it? Like, I think that's kind of the problem. Pickle Rick with a $2 donation. Thank you for the support. I might, in regards to Forza, will Wolverine be longer than Spider-Man? I'm saying Wolverine's probably 15 to 20 hours.
Yeah, I would say 15. Hopefully with some good replay value, like new abilities you might unlock towards the end or something.
New costumes
with like New Game
like
Plus.
That. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I was honestly very impressed with Resident Evil 9 because that was kind of one of my concerns was like, you know, is it going to be, you know, half the frame rate or something like that? You know, are they gonna butcher it? But you know, it looks like RE Engine is definitely compatible. I wish they would outsource RE Engine because a lot of games look like shit, and I feel like
yeah, give all these developers using Unreal Engine 5, just give them RE Engine, you know?
RE Engine I think is a much better engine than Unreal 5. Unreal 5, it's just easy, so that's why people use it allegedly. You know, it's easy to figure out, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, what the end result is of the game, and you're seeing it across the board. Borderlands 4, it's a mess on everything, and then they delayed the Switch version. The Switch 2 version. It's like, no shit.
According to Randy, you're the problem.
I'm the problem. Randy's
not the game.
Randy's a moron.
Dude, get him off the internet, please. God damn.
Yeah, he needs to go somewhere. All right. I guess we have a big topic to discuss here.
So long, Bowser.
He's gone, man. You know, and he was
he was never really here, though, for real.
He was such a powerful figure, you know. Such a beautiful man. And someone...
Why would you show that picture?
Someone who really really embodied Nintendo. Like, think of all the memories that we have of him and all the iconic moments and all the
Dude,
awesome things that he did.
But can we truly say how coincidental it is that someone with the last name Bowser became Nintendo's president?
I think that's the reason he got the job. Like
I think so too.
I made that joke in my video today, but I think that did play a role. And
I feel like it did.
you know, it's just it's a damn shame. You know, he talked about variable pricing, and you know, he talked about he got the award. Remember, he got the award for Super Mario Brothers Wonder for best family game during the pre-show. That was a classic moment. You know, just a lot of fun stuff here. They did announce a new president. Well, what the fuck just happened?
Is she the first female Nintendo president, or has there been one before?
No, I think she is the first female. And people are worried about this.
Why?
Because it's a woman. And here's my thing. I understand the times that we're in. And I will always, you know, if I see something sussy, I'll call it out. However, this woman is honestly more qualified than Reggie ever was. Reggie came fresh out of Pizza Hut and was like, I'm here to kick ass with the GameCube.
Kick ass, make games, and take names, right? Something like that.
Yeah. This woman, she's been with the company for 19 fucking years.
Damn. They're in
like,
the fucking dark era of the Wii U.
Like, you know, I would rather have someone with, you know, it's all about, you want people with experience in the field. And, you know, she has experience in the field with the company that she's now being appointed to. And let's be realistic here. Nintendo of America doesn't do shit. They don't do anything. They did something during the Reggie era because Iwata was around. But think about every other president other than Iwata. I mean, other than Reggie. Wait, you gonna simp for Howard Lincoln? Remember Howard Lincoln, the guy who wanted to censor everything? I actually want to look at like the history of the presidents of NOA.
I mean, like you always say, NOA is more of just like a marketing branch.
Yeah. I mean, yes. Do you remember Minoru Arakawa? Remember what they did?
No.
Oh, okay. Kimishima was a Tatsumi Kimishiwa up until 2006. And then 2006 to 2019, you had where the fuck is Howard Lincoln? Was he not a president of Nintendo of America? Lincoln. Nintendo. Oh, he was the chairman. But like, fuck Howard Lincoln. That dude sucked. Oh, he was vice president of Nintendo. Here's what he did. Here's Howard Lincoln. Lincoln was involved with litigation with Tengen, a subsidiary of Atari Games, about the rights to Tetris, and defended Nintendo's use of the lockout chip. He also represented the company during the Senate hearings on video games, during which he promised Joe Lieberman and Herb Cole he would not release Night Trap on a Nintendo console because he considered it inappropriate for children. Thanks.
He's a prude.
Thanks, Howard Lincoln. Like, you know, you're not making any decisions. You're doing. Yeah, Devin probably has sent me an email before, you know, as a part of the Nintendo legal team. I should actually. Probably. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to look at whose name is on the email that I got to see who it is. That email. Where's the fucking search bar? Oh, search.
What are you looking up right now?
I'm looking up who emailed me about oh, it wasn't Devin. About Metroid when they tried
Oh,
to
with
when
that
they tried
review you made,
yeah, when they tried to
even though you posted it after the game was out.
after the embargo was lifted, yeah. It was not Devin, but could have been a member of Devin's team. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm not tripping over Devin. Her background is in sales and marketing. The Nintendo Switch 2 marketing has been interesting to say the least. So if anything, it'll be good for that. But really, all the decisions are elbow. All the decisions are coming from Nintendo of Japan. You know, this isn't a Sega of America, Sega of Japan situation in the 90s where, you know, you look at Sonic 2, where America wanted one game, Japan wanted another game. So they made Sonic CD, which was technically Sonic 2, and then they
Yeah.
made Sonic 2 as well. So, you know, it's not, you know, it's someone with a pedigree, someone who's been involved with the company. I think it makes sense.
Yeah. Seems like a pretty good choice.
And our final topic, at least the final topic that I've thought of, I kind of shied away from the two topics each, but there was a lot of stuff this week, and I'm sure this was going to be your topic. Um, the
R-
yeah, we got the
RG
price.
prices.
Yeah,
Wasn't it 600 and 1,000, or was it
yep.
500 and 1,000?
No, it's
600.
600 and 1,000.
Yeah, dude, $1,000 for a portable gaming PC.
I'm
Pretty
pretty sure.
crazy.
I'm pretty sure that someone said that.
I think I
Someone's.
said 900 or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody on this panel.
No, he definitely didn't say it. Maybe someone else said it. No, you said $1,000.
$1,000 for something you can do right now on a cheaper device. Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, I don't actually know this. I don't assume this, but is this new one more powerful than the latest ROG, or is it about the same power?
It's about the same.
Then,
I mean,
yeah, that's
it's really just you're gonna have to put it side by side with the latest ROG to actually see the
honestly
difference.
the most exciting part about this. It's for me, it's never been about this specific piece of hardware. It's the fact that I'm going to get this update on my current ROG, which that's awesome. So
Yeah,
I cannot wait for that.
It's the firmware update. Angel Watch does bring up a point. Pre-orders did sell out. I can't imagine there were many.
That's what I've been curious about. Like, I told you this on the podcast. I said, I guarantee you they made a small supply of these and they're just going to milk them as long as they can. And hopefully it leads into the next
I mean, here's the
console,
thing.
whatever that's going to be.
The Steam Deck sold out when it first came out, and that sold like 4 million life to date.
Yeah. Well, Sean, you got to remember, you got to remember the Steam Deck, the ROGs, whatever the hell the other ones are that aren't, that's like kind of like ROG popularized. I forgot the name of it. They're not Nintendo Switch. They're never going to be Nintendo Switch. They're not going to sell like the Nintendo Switch, but in their own little category, selling out's a good sign, I guess.
I don't know, man. You would think the Steam Deck, being as cheap as it is, being as cheap as it has been, being integrated with Steam, you would think that would sell at least 10 mil.
I know that's what I was surprised about. Like when I heard how much the Steam Deck sold, like in comparison to like the Switch originally, and then now the Switch 2, it's just surprising to me because when you think of Steam, you think, oh, that's like the biggest marketplace for video games potentially.
Yes. No,
it
is.
That's
it is by
the
far.
biggest marketplace. So you would assume a lot of those people would move over and be like, oh, my entire library that I've built up for over a decade can be portably with me. Of course, I'm going to buy this handheld. Even then, like 4 million, like that's not that impressive. I feel like this is a niche market unless you're Nintendo, which is really funny.
I don't ever really see it like growing a lot, you know? Like I think
I don't know.
like especially at these prices.
That's the problem. Is I feel like so this ROG that I have right here, the one that you bought me,
Mhm.
guys. Sean bought me this because he's a good father. Um, this was what 600 when you bought it for me, or 700?
I think it was on sale for 600.
$600. If we could get this exact handheld, which truly still to this day is a freaking powerhouse of a handheld, it blows my mind every time I use it. If we could get this device that goes for 700, you got it for 600, for like 300 or 400, then we're talking. You know what I mean? Then I feel like that would
But
make
you're
a
not
big
gonna.
difference.
That
Exactly. Like
that's the
it's not
problem.
going to happen.
You're
So
never gonna.
I don't like honestly, it was bold of Nintendo to be like $500 kind of, because that is a big ask for a lot of people, especially in this economy right now.
Well, you got to wonder, what's the,
Will the sales keep
what's the,
like
what's the longevity? What's the longevity
that?
looking like?
I've been wondering that too, because I assumed the Switch 2 would sell out originally, which it did, and then still selling really good. But like, what if like 2 years from now there's a major drop off?
I mean, I think a year from now will be interesting. But you can always counter it with software, because obviously they're not hitting you with their heavy guns right now. I don't think in terms of software. But that's what's going to keep people around.
Well, Mario Kart's a really heavy gun. Just saying.
Well, yeah, but um,
But no Zelda, no Animal Crossing,
no 3D Mario.
no 3D Mario. Like those are I mean, not even bigger guns, because Mario Kart is kind of like the biggest gun they had, but still.
Yeah, and you could do a Switch 2 Lite or something like that, a revision to the system. But money's tight these days. Some of these handheld PC companies, they're releasing like $1,500, $2,000 things. It's like, who the fuck is buying these?
Yeah.
Who would
That's what
buy
I'm wondering.
this? What's the point? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, I understand the point if like you really want like a portable gaming platform. Like, let's say like pound for pound right now, what you can do on ROG is better than the Switch 2. Is it not? In terms of what you can do on the device. I'm talking Steam, Xbox app, all the launchers, emulation.
Oh,
and it's still even all of that, even though this is so appealing to like the core gamer,
but it doesn't
like
have
people like us.
have first party Nintendo games.
I mean, kind of does if you want it to.
It doesn't have Switch 2. It doesn't have Switch 2 games.
Well, not Switch 2.
You know how people are.
I'm just saying. Well, that's the thing. It's the barrier of entry to getting into. How do I do that? That's too much work. I'd rather just buy a Nintendo product, move forward, and that's all it's going to take. Nintendo has propelled themselves to this point, which, like, do you remember the Wii U days, Sean?
Yes,
the Wii U days were so dark. It's crazy.
Yes, I remember.
It's crazy that they went from the Wii, which was a big thing. The Wii was. But it was like very casual gamer thing. Then they went to the Wii U, where they did try to do more hardcore stuff on the Wii U, but it didn't resonate with a lot of people. To go from casual console that was successful to more hardcore, not super hardcore, but more hardcore console with the Wii U that wasn't successful, then to the Switch, what they achieved is honestly, it blows my mind. Like, the Switch is just a household name. Like, at this point.
Reggie Fils-Aimé brought you that Wii U. It'll be the best place to play your third-party games. Although after the
first year,
yeah, 6 months. It was like 6 months, dude. It was like 6, because I remember like the last kind of thing was that Need for Speed game that was using PC textures, so it actually looked like really good on the Wii U, and then that was it. The sky fell on that system.
Yeah, I do think a lot of people forget that like every console after the NES sold worse and worse and worse and worse until the Wii.
Yeah, which
is crazy. Again, like Nintendo it was also dominated with the Switch.
It was also a different time frame, though. Like,
yeah. Well, also, I'm not gonna lie. A big part of it was combining their handheld audience with their home console audience. That was a genius move because the handhelds always sold great.
Yeah, but
You know,
but look at how everyone's going, like, wanting to go back to handhelds, but they're not dedicated. Like, I think a lot of these companies are missing the point about what made dedicated handhelds successful. It wasn't necessarily like portability and stuff. Like, obviously that played a role. It was pricing. Your handheld was a fraction of the cost of a console. Your games were cheaper on a handheld than they were on a console.
And there were back then proprietary games that were only for that specific handheld.
Right. So, all the companies that were making handheld stuff at that time, you know, it was all proprietary. Even games that had the same name for the most part. You know,
yeah,
they were
exactly. There were like full different versions of a game for the handheld. So like if you played Need for Speed on GameCube,
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it's a completely different game than
exactly.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Genesis.
Yeah, I was about to give the example of like Need for Speed Underground 2 for the GameCube. It's a different game than it is for the DS. Similar maps, similar stuff, but different features, different mechanics, totally different graphics. Like, I don't know. It was a different time, and those times are gone.
Which is a shame. I think that's in the era. Got a ghost in the era of chasing all these graphics. Like, you kind of lose a little something. DC Fat Cat with a $2 support. Sean tries it will get worse without kick subs. We are down 300 kick subs right now. We need to get the kick subs going.
Let's get those likes up, guys. We got 203 people here. We only got 52 likes. Let's bump those likes, guys.
But yeah, a different time frame, a different world, and I just don't know how sustainable the industry as it stands right now truly is. I made a video on it recently, but I just feel like we're at this boiling point with prices and this, that, and the other, and it's just like, what can we do? Like what's the next logical move here? Because obviously, if we're getting $1,000 handhelds, like, we're going to be getting $1,000 consoles. I think it's foolish to think that the PS6 is not going to have $1,000 SKU. The Xbox, whatever, is not going to have $1,000 SKU. It has to. According to these companies, it has to. Xbox just raised the prices of their consoles again. They had to do it. Macroeconomically speaking, they had to do it. They didn't tell you why they had to do it, but they had to do it, So, I don't know. Like, you roll with the punches. I think we all have enough video games to last us. Spawn Wave's a dumbass, $600. I think we all have enough video games to last us a lifetime as long as you can enjoy retro stuff. But it's getting crazy out there. Gingerbread Tiger Woods, $2 donation. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Hold on. Like, yeah, at some point people are gonna tap out, or they're gonna buy less games, or you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. Has all this cloud stuff lit the world on fire like it was supposed to? Like, if anything, Xbox's cloud gaming stuff, being able to play cloud games on a Fire Stick and shit like that should have lit the world on fire. That should have been the move. And the fact that wasn't the move, I think kind of shows a disconnect with what companies think people want and what people actually want. Because cloud gaming, that's your cheapest alternative right now. And it can work very, very well. But for some reason, people aren't gravitating towards it.
Honestly, I just don't think it worked very, very well unless you're on NVIDIA GeForce. Like that's like the only one that I've used
Dude,
that's truly like.
I played most of Avowed
Okay, well,
on cloud.
yeah, but the thing is if you're talking cheapest, that means streaming it from something like your phone or your TV. That's different than like a hardwired Xbox on your TV.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But like, I don't know. I don't know what these companies think. Like, I think people want.
I don't see cloud. Like, I do see cloud in the future, but it's still, I think, like 10, 15 years away. Like,
but what's the industry going to look like in 10 to 15 years?
I don't know. I think it's going to be like a bunch of. Hang on, sorry.
You're fine. Superman, oh man, member for 2 months. Haven't bought a game in over a year. I game every day. You know, I've bought a lot of games because, you know, I have to for work. But like, I don't know. I don't know what my spending habits would necessarily look like if it wasn't, you know, if it wasn't what I had. And like Castlemania says, what's up, Ryan? People's internet and home mesh systems are so varied. Like, yeah, they really are. Everyone thinks that, you know, everyone in the world has high speed internet, but a lot of rural areas don't.
Yeah.
You know, and
honestly, like, even if you have high speed internet, are you hardwired? That's like a big difference than being wireless. For me, at least. It's like night and day.
But we have variable game pricing now, Brett.
Yeah, the industry's in a weird spot.
$70 for
Sonic
Mario
Racing.
No, that's a modern game. I'm talking about Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Oh, that's freaking crazy. I can't believe that.
Some of those downgraded visuals potentially.
Those games were literally, it seems like yesterday, $20 each on Wii U eShop.
They were.
Like, come on. Like, what are you doing?
They added storybook elements.
Storybook elements, and they up-resed it. Wow. Cool. And they didn't even actually really have to do anything with up-resing it. Just run it through an emulator. That's all they're doing.
I don't know, because if you see that footage of Galaxy 2, some of those textures appear to be downgraded. Whether or not that's true, whether that's compression, I think
that's something to do with the emulation. Just something going wrong.
Like, I think the stuff with the first game is indeed compression, because you could kind of see it in other screenshots. This, however, I don't think that's compression, dog. Where did this texture go? Where did it go?
That is so weird, dude. But dude, last time I called out likes, we went from 52 to 99. I'm gonna call them out again, guys. Give us some likes. We'd really appreciate it. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, that's weird though. That's emulation right there. That's a problem with the emulation. Do you really think someone went in and was like, let me just make this a smooth texture so it looks worse?
It's talking about YouTube compression, because YouTube will compress like this. So this image had been floating around and people were like, oh, even Galaxy 1 looks worse and stuff like that.
This one might actually be YouTube compression.
Yes, this is YouTube compression.
But the other one, no.
Yeah, the other one, no. That there's something more to that. This is a compression thing, because there are other pictures that show the texture on it because you're watching a compressed video on YouTube. But this, I don't.
What's going on there?
I don't think that's compression, dog. And it
could have been like an artistic change, but why? Because a part of me gets it. If you look at the left one, those textures do look kind of shitty. Maybe they were like, "Hey, let's just smooth this out."
Well, this is Wii. Better. It should look shitty. Like, look at the wood. Look at the wood texture here, though. You could see like the lines and stuff.
Yeah, like the
you
grainy.
Could see it on here too. So if this was compression of a YouTube video, you would still see these little lines. They would just be much more faint. I don't know, man. $70 is fucking crazy for it, though. Just ridiculous. James Hates Everything with a $5 dono. Shout outs to James Hates Everything.
Thank you.
Imagine being rural and having to drive someplace with your PS5 to download a game or update it in a McDonald's parking lot. Dude, like, that's how, like, the world is, though. That's the world that they're kind of crafting. It isn't just a Switch 1 upgrade, not Switch 2, dog. What do you mean? Like, the game has a Switch, there's a Switch 2 mode that goes up to 4K. They shouldn't be V-Sips, I'm gonna fight you on that. Because I think Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is a better example. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the Switch should not have been 60 when it was 50 on the Wii U. Skyward Sword at least had HD visuals because it didn't have HD visuals on the Wii, and that new control scheme was much better. I never finished the game on the Wii because I hated the controls, but the Switch version I actually completed it and I actually enjoyed the game. Now that could be a me thing, but the cool guy.
Both, but
I did not finish it on Wii. Cool guy. 02 with a $5 dono. When it comes to textures, that's what happens is that at the time it's a low poly trying to make it look high poly, and the one on the right has more polygons. So you think it is compression of the video? Or what? Let me know. And it was 60 frames on the Skyward. No, I hate those motion controls. Hate them.
Dude, I hated the motion controls. But what sucked was... Sorry.
That's a good point. That's a good point, too. Because it looked like it was based off the 3DS version.
What I didn't like about the Wii, the Switch version of Skyward Sword was, remember how you had to hold down R to... What was it? To turn the camera, you had to hold down R. I wish it would have been the opposite of what it was. I wish you only held down R when you were trying to swipe and not whenever you were trying to hold down and like move the camera. Because I would hold down R the entire time I was playing the game to move the camera around.
Okay, I see what you're saying, the cool guy.
You didn't hear what I just said.
You had to hold R to turn the camera. Tizen, you need to follow, I don't know if you have Twitter. There's a dude who's been modding the game. Follow AEW Mod Forever on Twitter. They are doing some crazy fucking shit. They've pretty much made the second game, like with a bunch of new characters and stuff, new moves and stuff. Definitely check him out. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up and move to the after show. If you're a channel member, you will have access to that after show. It's under the post tab on the channel. Want to give a huge thank you to all the channel members and those who supported the stream. DC Fat Cat, Pickle Rick, DC Fat Cat multiple times, Gingerbread Tiger Woods, Superman Oh Man, James Hates Everything, and the Cool Guy 02. We will be back next week. And hopefully we'll have some stuff to talk about. I'm sure something will happen. And follow Brett on Twitter.
Follow me on Twitter at BrettNLL and join the after show because I'm about to do my final shot. I'm going to get wasted on that after show.
All right. No, this is not too short. Spawncast is too long. All right. We'll see you all on the after show.
See ya.